Hello to those that are joining now, if at all any. Why is this song playing? Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. We're in evil mode. Not evil mode, yeah. Unfortunately, we are evil mode. Sorry, I'm doing something. I need to see if I am streaming correctly on Twitch. Not yet, no. Okay, let me see about that. Alright, I think I'm streaming on Twitch. Let's double check real quick. Video download was canceled. Please try again. Okay. This happened the other time. Twitch. Video download was canceled. Hashtag 1000. I got the Twitch chat from Streamlabs to actually work, so... Huh? No way it's a browser thing, right? It's not. What are you guys saying? The egg, whoa, I'm here. Twitch more like bad? Yeah. I don't ever use Twitch. Hello, Cloth. Yes, we're gonna be playing bingo today. You have a question? What's up? I did stream yesterday, just not ULTRAKILL. I streamed Helldivers yesterday. How do you always oil up in the Cybergrind when you start a wave? Because oil is a projectile, so if you oil directly into the sky, the oil has time to fall down during the wave transition. Otherwise, if you oil the floor as the wave transition is occurring, sometimes when the tiles rise and fall to like make the new shape of the arena, they can take the oil away or move it in places you didn't want it to be. So that also helps for that. Let me try something. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this Twitch stream to work, because someday I need to make this work, because I wanted to do it from the start. So someday I will make this work. Chano. Okay, how do I find my stream link? Twitch stream link. How to get no, it's not. What is it called? Stream key. Log into Twitch, create your dashboard. Sorry, what are you guys saying? Make a fraud layer bingo? No, I'm not doing that. Fraud. Yeah, that's the egg is basically describing the ULTRAKILL community right now, and I want no part in that personally. I'm gonna just stay doing what I'm doing. Your friend says free streamers buns. Your friend has a personal best of wave 10 in Cybergrind. You tortured him? Very good. Okay, that's my stream key. Okay, so the stream key is working. Be patient, Tug almost what? Yeah, I'm clipping that and sent to him? Yeah, go for it. And let him know my personal best is 164 on Brittle. Haha. Okay, but seriously, I don't know why this is happening. It says back to Twitch. Yeah, okay, so it says the video download was canceled. Please try again. Error hashtag 1000. I don't know what that means. And I looked it up. The video download was canceled. Please try again. Local issues like corrupted browser data. What if I try to open this link on a different browser? Nope, it's the same issue. What's up here to lurk? Hello. Hello everyone who's joining. Cybergrind Bingo will start soon. I'm also making sure that my laptop is charging because that is my second monitor right now. God damn it, my charger is so finicky. I think it broke recently. Goo goo ga. Goo goo gaga. I want milk. That's Key and Peele for those who don't know. What happened? Well, the stream chat should be showing, but it's not. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. Brocco, fun fact, I found 15 new Sienna Sleep songs. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Okay, I don't know why it's not showing the chat. Alright, what is this called? Atom multi-stream Shag 1000 Twitch error. Settings, platforms, log out of Twitch and log back in. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me do one quick thing to see if this fixes the stream issue for Twitch, and then if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna do Cybergrind stuff. So, I'll be real quick. Hold on. Okay, wait, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm fixing it. Hold on, and now, maybe if I stop streaming on Twitch and then I stream again, it should work. I don't think it would work that fast, but I'm trying. Holy shit, no way, I fixed it. I think? No. Wait, hold on. Weird. Okay, wait, so it records the stream. What the hell? The stream just started and ended. Can you guys go on Twitch real quick and just help me out here for a sec? 8 seconds ago. Wait, what if I click on that? Will that put me streaming again? Because that's not how that should work. And now if I click stream. Oh, watch now. I don't know if it's working. Oh, I think it's working. It says offline and it says live. I'm confused. It is easy to, well, kinda. It says I'm streaming, but it also says offline. What if I just do this? Here, hold on, let me... Twitch. Let me show you guys what's happening right now. Okay, never mind. No, I'm having the same issue. Cool. But for some reason... How do I go back to my... For some reason, it is actually streaming it. It's just not, like, showing it. It's recording it, but not showing it. It's very bizarre. Anyway, alright, I'll just have to stop streaming on Twitch. I'll figure that out another time. We are going to... Yeah, it's very weird. We're gonna do ULTRAKILL! Hold on, let me turn the music off. Yeah, the music is off. Okay. ULTRAKILL! Ah! It is hot in my room. I'm gonna turn the fan on. The dog is in here. Everyone say hi to the dog. His name is Olaf. Everyone say hi, Olaf. Sound Asleep makes trance, Vivance type of music. I don't necessarily know what that means. I have 50 new songs. I mean, I'm assuming that means like ambient, like droning stuff. The egg tells the truth, workshop him. I know that English isn't your first language, that's still really funny. Workshop the egg. I also like ambient music. Goodbye. Let's crack the egg. That is just disgusting. Are you late? No, the stream just started 15 minutes ago. Have mercy on that swords machine. Hell nah, bruh. Y'all crack it. Dude, stop. I mean, they can put a link to the playlist containing all this kind of sleep if you want. I'll let it happen, yeah. Or you can put it in the server. Alright, but I guess we'll start the stream with a warm-up. And then we'll just go right to Cybergrind Bingo. This is very brutal, says the guy that just ran over 40 bikers in GTA. What? Son. What does that mean? Let's omelet him. No. You're just gonna stream lurk now, the egg is doing shit. Your room mom. That's pretty funny. Cause it's like you're doing the mom. Put an ultra show? Cool. Ooh, I haven't played in a hot minute. Just warning you, I've been playing a lot of Helldivers. Making a lot of mistakes. Okay, that's cool. Get a good warm-up in. Let me fix my posture's all bad. I'm all messed up right now. Alright. Oh shit. That's like 18 million mind players. Cool. Okay, cool. I love 17 million mind flayers. How are you even surviving this? With a screwdriver. Jesus, dude. Yeah, not playing ULTRAKILL for a while and then doing this is not a good mixture. Like, why is my first target a freaking mannequin, dude? Glad the mind flayer took their sweet time there when teleporting. Okay, really cool. That's fucking awesome, man. Give me a wave without a mind flare, for the love of God! Come on, man. I haven't played for 3 days. Cut me some slack. And you didn't. In fact, you gave me probably a worse wave. I suck. Son, did I do 0 damage to you? What's going on? Wow. Wow. What a way to go. Shout out to the time the egg survived almost solely off a bag of potatoes for like a week and a half. Hey, eggs and potatoes go well together, you know? Match made in heaven. Oh my god. That explains a lot. There you go. A wave of that Mind Flayer's inserts are rad choose. Here they all come. Yay! How are we starting on wave 80? Because my personal best is 164. That's not what I wanted. Holy shicey, I suck. I feel so slow. This is what Helldivers does to a man. I feel pretty good today. I cleaned my whole kitchen and did the dishes and made a YouTube short. Only thing I'm missing in my day so far is a good like time to write for like D&D or just any kind of creative writing project really. And now I'm streaming, so I feel very productive. How's everyone else's days going? Do you have a job? I do have a job, yes. Technically like 1.5 jobs. YouTube is like my half job, and then I have a real job. Son, there's no way you're alive. Really? Man, I suck. I'm doing terribly right now. Like, any tips on dealing with players just can't handle them? There's multiple. Number one, core nukes are really good against mind flayers. As much as I don't like them, that's like literally like their one good matchup. Because like, if you can get mind flayers into a position where all of them are teleporting on top of you, you can get really good value that way. Personally, I prefer using the screwdriver, which is also good. Popping a screwdriver on one of them and then just isolating the rest. Eliminates one mind flayer from the equation and gives you a bunch of style so that, you know, you don't take a bunch of hard damage. Conduction is fine. It's a little slow though, and it sort of depends on like enemy positioning a little bit, so it's not always the best. Oh my god, scratching my nose. Scratching nose and Cybergrind are not a good combo. Am I really this bad? Jesus. Well, I survived, so I guess not. How are there 2 more of you, dude? I thought I told you to get out of here. Yay! P3 is the friends we made along the— oh my, I was not looking at my stream. That's fine though, that's the end of the warm-up, I guess. I looked away from the screen to read chat and I killed myself. Oh my god. I'm not embarrassed. That was not going to be a PV at all. P3 is the friend we made along the way, and then I just die like an idiot. OMG. Alright, well, you all know what time it is. Why don't I have the bingo thing pulled up? Oh, I guess that's the link right there, right? Never mind, I'm just gonna put everything in. I don't want to risk everyone getting my card. So, if it's all the same. Alright, background black, because why would you ever want light mode on anything? Cybergrind bingo. Alright, and I think we're ready to go. Alright, so those who want to participate, if you are new here, if you join the Discord, you can get the link to the bingo card, and then you can participate with us. If you win a free roll in the server, and yeah, just follow along with us, generate a card, and it'll be fun. Funsies, awesome sauce-ness. Yeah, the Discord link should be in the description of this stream. If that link doesn't work, I mean, it should. I think it didn't work for one person one time. I'll try to get a new link and paste it in the stream. Light mode is good when you're in a bright environment. Dark mode is impossible to read anything when you have a glare on your screen. Yeah, I mean, that's the key, though. Just close all your blinds and become a shut-in. Let me know when you guys have your card. I guess I'll reset this from our previous bingo. Seeing as Cloth and the Frenchnator are both here, let's see, who here had priority first? I have a donator list. Frenchnator, you donated first, so if you would like to use your priority thing here, I don't know if you have a recording submitted, you can use it now. Up to you. For those who don't know, if you do donate some money to the channel, I will put you on a list, and if you want your own thing... Okay, yeah, so I'm explaining it here. If you donate money, I'll put you on a list, and for each time you donate, I'll let you use a priority ahead of everyone else to get your Cybergrind reviewed. I'll only allow one priority to happen every stream, so, you know, I can't have, like, 3 people, you know, always donate money and get their stuff... You know, if you donate money, I'll put you on the list, yeah. As you know, 3 people can't donate money and have all their things reviewed in one stream, unless, you know, that's all we really have. But if you do, I will give you the opportunity to, you know, cut in line once every stream for each time that you've donated. Okay, yeah, we'll hold on to it, obviously. French Nader, I don't know if you have a thing. I saw you were trying to send me this. Yeah, you were trying to send me something in DMs trying to explain, like, oh, you know, with the thing. I don't know if that's a full run. If you want me to review that, you have a submission? Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, right here. Cool. All right, we'll do this one then. First off. Warning from one track of the King Gizzard. Okay, cool. That's good to know. All right, if you guys hear King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, just be sure. Okay, this link is the one that. Can I copy the link? Here. Paul's gameplay. Huh? Yeah, do you have something for this? Okay. Huh? That's fine. I mean, I don't care. You know, everyone's getting their bingo card still, anyone who's willing to play. But yeah, I don't know. Those who are joining, remember, if you join the Discord in the link in the description, you can get a bingo card and you can participate with us. You'll get a free roll if you win. Yeah, it's fun here. And we're just reviewing Cybergrind gameplay for now. If you can send the code here, that'd be preferred in your post. This is P3, the encryption prison. Dude, this stream is literally P3 because I like it and I'm going to stay here, so it's literally trapping me. I'm sure the YouTube link works. I think the thing about it that French was trying to tell me about is that, yeah, here we go. What's it called? The quality is just really bad on it. So we're going to be using this one instead. And I don't mind. If you guys have a different form of link, you know, that works, you guys can submit that too. I just prefer, you know, MP4 file uploaded directly to Discord or through YouTube. Those are my preferred things. But I talked with him secretly and, you know, we figured this out. So cool. I will be watching this. Is there anything I have to do before we continue here? I think we just go, right? Oh yeah, no, wait, hold on. I gotta read what you sent. Video info, I find getting to waves 60 to 85 to be my average Cybergrind experience, yep. After warming up, my PB is 99. I mostly have difficulties dealing with multiple rad flares, rad sir combos, that's fair. As you could see, I was too. Additionally, I have been incorporating Death Stars into my gameplays 3 days total. All of the footage is raw gameplay with very minor editing. Warning for one track, okay, cool. Yeah, we will, if you guys hear the King Gizzard song, be sure to tell me and I will mute for it. Let's see, number of hours, 450, cool. You have a microphone. Oh, are you going to be speaking during this? Yeah, let's see your YouTube channel. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I remember. You showed me this. Yeah, this is a bunch of variety stuff. A lot of Lethal Company stuff, too. This thumbnail is awesome. Very popular video. I recommend checking it out if you want to see it, but it's just, I just love the anyway, there's the link. Yep. Okay. No gameplay modifying mods. Custom rank announcer. Oh yeah. Okay. So all the mods I already know you have. All right. Yeah. Let's just get started. So this is waves 45 to 70 or 97 rather. All right. I guess it's just like that. Okay. Copyrighted. Yeah. The King Gizzard. Do you know if this song is copyrighted? Oof, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing, let me go back a bit here. You're doing a lot of like quick and snappy plays, not a lot of setup plays. This also here, when you're dealing with virtues, you definitely don't want to be backing up into anything. So like in a situation like that, you went for like a really risky whiplash. Like, yeah, okay, I see that like going down here, you didn't realize this guy was here and you would have wanted to whiplash onto him. Oops. But the play definitely would have been to just dash out of the way of this virtue, go in a rocket. Not only will you pull the Mind Flayer away, you'll get a better shot. You'll be able to see where the virtue is from where you are. And also you'd be able to add pumps to this too, like freely. And you could isolate the virtue and the Mind Flayer, because one virtue isn't a lot. You already killed the first one. Yeah, but instead you risk taking a lot of damage from the virtue beam, Mind Flayer comboing you, and you got a lot of hard damage from that. I'm gonna say, I feel like that was a, well, whatever is it? It's called like long distance whiplash. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a long distance whiplash. If you have that on your card, make sure you mark that. Yeah. So mark that on your card. Do I have that? I do. Coolio. Alright. Let's continue. So that's just macro. This is a very, like, oh wow. Okay, that's also failed virtue one shot, unfortunately. I have that. If you have virtue one shot fail, make sure you mark that on your card. Alright, let's see. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. You think he got like 4 notice for copyrights? Oh my god. I don't think, am I allowed to, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. Or like maybe I should just turn the music off. Yeah, we'll do it really low. Oh geez, you can still hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn it off. We're gonna be listening to this then, while we watch this. Yeah, and another thing I noticed too, instead of going for the dunk here, you settle for just doing like a... Yeah, in this position, when you know the Mind... It's not a Rad Flare. The Mind Flayer just teleported. You're not breaking line of sight. You definitely want to use the go for the dunk here. Yeah. Like, you should have just walked up, hit him with the cannonball, and then immediately parried following. You would have gotten 12 damage. Mind Flayer probably would have already been dead by that point. Yeah, it only took, like, you know, a little bit of damage to kill her. Cool. Alright, so we're on Hall. Or not Hall, we're on Entrance. Oof, okay. That was an entrance center start. This is okay to do on like wave 40, like we given your skill bracket, but I am gonna say that is an entrance / hall center start. Definitely not something you want to get into the habit of doing. I don't know if you do this later on, but that is something you just did. I don't have it, do I? Yeah, so everyone make sure you mark entrance / hall center start on your card. You're my favorite ULTRAKILL creator. I am very flattered. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, damn. Nice. Oh god, Mind Flayers. Mind Flayers and Insurrectionists. Okay, so your big problem is Rad Flayers and Rad Insurrectionists. Or Radsters. Nice. Okay, yeah, I don't think you have a problem with Insters at all. Based on how you just handled that one, I don't think you have any problems with them. You know, despite them being difficult, you seem to know the counterplay. Oh my god. Nice. What the? Whoa! Oh, hold on. I need to see that. What did you do? Hold on. Did you... You hit the coin. Oh, that's sick. I was about to say. I thought you hit the wall. Yeah, me personally, I'm not very good at insurrectionist parries. I kind of suck at them, I can't lie. It's like my one big weakness. That is another failed virtue one-shot. Though, yeah, you seem to know your virtue one-shots. You're just accidentally messing them up a bit. That's a jumpstart chord break right there. If you have jumpstart chord snap, make sure you mark that down. I don't have it. Man, my stupid Bronco life, bruh. Can you play Xeno Arcadia again? Yeah, let me do that. This is evil. There we go. Alright, where are we? Yeah, we're at the tail end of a wave, so an instant corkscrew blow isn't really, you know, doing anything to set you back. I won't call you out for that. Yeah, I do like the way you're approaching enemy matchups though so far. Mind Flayers seems to be your biggest weakness. I like how you're approaching mostly Maurice's. I like how you're approaching Guttermen are just a gimme. Virtues, Insurrectionists are cool. I haven't seen you deal. Well, oh, okay. That was an instant corkscrew blow, I think. But at the same time, it is. You're gonna win this wave, and you know it. Yeah, you didn't even need the screwdriver. Wave makes you good on brutal. I'd say if you can get to like 50 reliably, that makes you good. Cause like that's like when you're dealing with like the rad chews and the rad sentries and like the rad flares. Everything past that point is those enemies, and that's the challenge, like the actual challenge of the Cybergrind is figuring out how to do those things. But getting to 50 means you've beaten everything up to that point. Oof. Yeah, the one weakness of Death Star is idols. Nice though. You haven't missed a single idol. Yeah, playing really passive right now. Oof. Nice. Cool. You seem to know your way around the sentry too. I think a lot of my criticisms are going to come from what you do late game. I'm pretty sure. Oop, you might. Hold on. I'm not going to count it. You're basically still A rank. If you take another hit here, though. Was that B? I think you just hit B. Hold on. Nope, never mind, you didn't. Yeah, you know your way around a sentry. So this is definitely Wave 99 gameplay. Took me 3 hours to get to Wave 4 on Harmless. Am I good? Bro couldn't find the filth. I do like your saw traps as well. Your placements are in pretty good places. The only place that I didn't like so far has been entrance / hall, but yet again, that was a pretty easy wave, so I'm not going to fault you for that. Oh, jeez. Does that... Wait, hold on. No, okay. It doesn't count as a rocket deflection. Sorry, it counts as a rocket deflection, but that's not on the card. We have Street Cleaner rocket deflection on the card, so... You missed a screwdriver once? Oh, okay, we'll mark that. I'll take your word for it. He has been using it quite a lot. And I will say, I really like that you're using the rail cannon a lot. That's another thing I really like. Very good sign of, like, you know... Again, Wave 99 PB. Mrs. Rail Cannon, if you have Mrs. Rail Cannon, mark that down. I don't have it. Yeah, we're definitely not getting Floor Dweller anytime. Oh, I do. We're not getting Floor Dweller anytime soon, but that's okay. Just below A rank and guard break fail. I was looking at those too. I think I need one of those. Nice. Yeah, you know how to play against these. Wait, hold on. Was that a guard break fail? No, it wasn't. Nice. The rebound there was sick. Did you do that on purpose? Did you do that rebound on purpose where you threw out the chainsaw prematurely to get the 4.5 damage and then get the bounce? Like that right there. Did you do that on purpose? You can turn the music back on? Okay. If you're sure. All right. Nice. Oh, almost a perfect Death Star. Okay, I think you tried to do... I'm gonna put Rail Cannon without dependencies on that. I think you tried to use a Screwdriver on him, but you accidentally used an E-Rail. Rail Cannon without dependencies. Do I have that? I do. What is a rebound? I made a video about it. I think, let me just pull up the video. I don't know. Oh, that's the Olympics stuff. Yeah, I made a video on it. It's... Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah. Launching the chainsaw early, and then basically getting the opportunity during the hit stop to bunt the chainsaw in extra time to deal extra damage to your target. And if you put enough distance between you and your target, the chainsaw will always hit. Sometimes if you're right up close to it, the chainsaw will just go straight past it and not deal the damage. So what you did against that Maurice was basically... recommendations leaks again. You basically hit him with the chainsaw once while approaching him. This is something that I don't do that I wish I did more. Releasing the chainsaw early, getting the 4.5 damage, then getting the hit, and then bunting it in extra time during that. Yeah, you think you accidentally do this sometimes? Yeah, I wish I did that more often. It's like, it's not even that advanced. It's like intermediate chainsaw tech, but I just don't use it for some reason. I'm an idiot. I really should do it more. You should do it intentionally, because what you did there was like, you know, pretty cool. And I support it. Yeah, Cloth is going to be hard-pressed to find a guard break fail here, I think. Cool. That is technically a Gutterman one-shot. I mean, not Gutterman, a Maurice one-shot. Sun. Ooh, okay. Oof. Cool. Oof. Huh. What order do you have your... Nice. Yeah, so you didn't get the jumpstart conduction, but you pulled it back. Oh my god. This is aggressive. Compared to the elegant piano music we were just hearing. What order do you have your nail guns and saw blades in? Oh, don't mess that up. Don't be like me. What, 1, 2, 3? That bug, I mean, not check at all. Chargeback fail? That is a chargeback fail. Yes. Thank you, Cloth. Alright, chargeback fail. I don't have it, do I? I do. Wow, this is an interesting run so far. Really conductor, no? The E-Rail got it in the end, yeah. Oops, that's my video. Yeah, I mean, I think it's smart, honestly, because you can't always get your jump start. So it is smart to use E-Rail as a backup. But here, oh, that was delicious. The E-Rail was definitely not necessary, but it's the end of the wave, so who cares? They get P rank card for everyone. There you go. Yeah, I was almost gonna give you failed conduction for that. Oh. Well, I will wait. Can I not watch it anymore? I can't. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to watch the YouTube link then. I guess I can't watch anything longer than that. Where were we? I guess I only get like 10 minutes of view time or something. Oh, unfortunate. But, I mean, this is still pretty clear, all things considered. This requires a Cybergrind Gold account. Okay, why can't my freaking... Thank you. I get so mad whenever the windows pop up in the bottom. Yeah, I think, yeah, that was a failed Death Star for sure. Nice. Yeah, this is... Whenever you're in, like, the mid-waves like this, and you know it's just a bunch of idols... Oh, I saw that. That was a failed idol break. Iconoclasm fail. I have that. Yeah, good thing you upload on both sites. This right here is perfect Cybergrind submission etiquette, by the way. Model etiquette. Very nice combo. What did you hit? I didn't even see the... Oh, you hit the drone. The drone was chasing you. That's gutter tank punch right there. No problem to get gutter tank punch, especially late in the wave like that. It's just funny that it's there. Gutter tank punched. Wow. And oh, that's my video again. Oopsie daisies. The Maurice shot the rocket. Excuse me. Nice, delicious Death Star. That right there was like 27 damage. Oof. Yeah, you keep doing that where you use the E-Rail during the hit stop. I don't know if you're doing that just to like clear... Yeah, because now you're in this position without it, like a rail cannon, and it's rough. If that Gutterman wasn't there and you had an extra Mind Flare, then you would have just been dead, I think. Yep, Screwdriver just handing you a free win during this fight. Nice, that was interesting. You meant to use drill? Got it. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. It's a dead virtue. Yeah, if you kill that Maurice, he kills the whole... Ah, okay, yeah. So small consideration. If you ever see Maurice hovering above a hideous mass, if you kill the Maurice, he will kill the hideous mass instantly. You definitely want to go for the hideous mass in a situation like... I mean, the Maurice in a situation like this. He takes a lot of damage. Hideous mass has a lot of points that can deflect damage. And Jackhammers especially, when you're trying to kill him like this, it's just, you know, free kill on both. Everyone left. Yeah. Oof. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Delicious parry, Virtue. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you seem to have a bit of a problem with stalkers. Not more than most, but you definitely like play a little flustered whenever you're around stalkers. Okay, yeah, but now, yeah, never mind. But your macro is strong enough to know that, you know, when you see two Maurices hugging each other that are sanded, you shouldn't be afraid of them. Can't quite see what's going on specifically because of the blood. Nice. I like that. I like the way you're using your jackhammer hit stop to maneuver yourself. Continue to deflects core rocket. Did that just happen? Can someone confirm that happened? Because it's gonna be so hard to find a street cleaner deflecting a core / rocket. Is that just what you need, or are you just saying that? I did, yeah. I think that's just what the status needs. Yeah, I like it. I mean, you're doing it instead of using stamina. Like, think of like backblast as just bonus stamina that you get if you use it smart. Yeah, thanks, Gutterman, for just trivializing this wave. Oh! Let's pause the Cybergrind run. Do I have that? No, I do not. If you have paused the Cybergrind run, add that to your card. Think your hands were cold? Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Learning. Nice. Getting comfy right now. Yeah, it's a failed iconoclasm for sure. Jesus, I don't know how you can tell what's going on with blood on. There's a rad flare. Yeah, you get. Ooh, nice. Getting slightly tossed around by her. Isolating her from the rest. Jesus. Yeah, it's rough. The nice thing about having, I think, wait, you're using the alternate marksman, right? Nice thing about like isolating her like this, you can just use coins to get her dead really fast. So like if you just did a coin punch instead of like trying to hit her with a jackhammer, you know she's low. She's enraged, so she has less than 22.5 health, and you just hit her with a jackhammer. You can just do like quick coin combos, just coin punch into coin shot and a slap and a, what's it called? You know what I'm trying to say? Split coin, and you'll deal like an easy 20 damage to her. So if you isolate her like that, you want to be able to reap the benefits. Oh shit. Nice. The FUP for the recovery. Oh. Is this copyright? I'm not gonna risk it. This sounds official. What the? Whoa. What just happened? What is this? Why'd he do that? What the? Did you see that? Okay. I've never seen this happen in my life. I guess he just like trimped up the stairs. Throw rotten fruit at this individual. Brutal difficulty edition. Yeah, I guess he's just up there now. I've never seen that happen. Oh, and he's landing now. Oh, now you're doing with rad sentries. Nice. Actually, the sentry helps you. Alright. Hideous Mass. Yeah, that's down fast. Pretty easy wave. Morty's shooting your rocket. Bum, 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 ba-da. Come on, man, it's just a gutterman. Okay, this is Hall. How are you playing this? Oof, yeah, you don't want to be doing this. Oh, no, no, no. So, this is Hall. This is the other map that's, like, extremely bad to play in the center of, because all the enemies have, like, really good sightlines on you. Enemies spawn on these little spires, and they also spawn on the sides here, and they spawn in these little nooks. Very few enemies spawn in here, and the enemies that do spawn here, they're, like, you know, they're not gonna do anything to you. Yeah, being down here is basically a death sentence. You're getting some pretty good parries and like conduction and stuff, but yeah, now that you've got no enemies to kill, yeah. If there were Mind Flayers or Insurrectionists on this wave, you would have been in big trouble. So definitely don't play in the center here, play on the edges if you can. Those are definitely the best places to play. Every time I see Gru show up on your screen, it's just... it's a jump scare. I like that. I like the hit stop swap manipulation. Nice. Delicious conduction. A lot of ferrymen on this wave. I didn't even see him. Some of them are just ultra shit posts and some are just Guru. Yeah. Yeah, you do get punched by gutter tanks a lot. Yeah, you used a definitely an unnecessary. I would say I'm gonna give rail cannon on dead or dying enemy, because that gutter tank was just gonna die. And I don't have it. Damn it. Paste? Ah, okay, you did also go below the rank. Sub A rank. I'm not even close. Damn. Look at him, he's farming his style before before the next wave begins. Clever son of a gun. Ah, damn. Nice conduction there. Look at, yeah, see, they did the rebound again. It's crazy that it's not intentional when you do it. Hello, Aliyah Maman. We're doing Cybergrind review right now, Cybergrind bingo. Ba, 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 da. Those of you who are joining and would like to play bingo, you can participate in the next round. We'll be having a next round soon, I think. Oh my god. Dude, really? Wow, and it's completely countered by just a bunch of idols. Oh, this round is gonna suck. Here, max style. Can't mess this up. Oof, I definitely would have gone for the corkscrew blow there. Just to finish it off, because now that hit could have been used on this Mind Flare, and now you're running out of rocket juice. Yeah, and you know it. Do you though? Backblast up. Gotta go up. Oof. Yeah, you spend a lot of time. Like, if you had used coins at all in either of those Mind Flares, you would have shortened the fight by like 2 rocket rides. Okay, you haven't set this guy on fire. Okay, there you go. Nice. Yeah, you don't really have a habit of punching out screwdrivers when it matters. That's definitely something I will suggest, is that you should definitely try to learn the times when to punch screwdrivers out of enemies. You didn't need style in that Mind Flayer fight towards the end, because you only had like 2 seconds left on the screwdriver. And you definitely needed the damage, and you had like 2 opportunities to get it. Yeah, there you leave it in, obviously. But usually towards like the last 2 seconds of a screwdriver, it's safe to punch it out. I can turn the sound back on. The greed sickens me. Alright, let's get this song on. Easy wave. After that low density wave makes sense. Oh my god. Is this a Hateful remix? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's just Hateful itself. Never mind. Ah, failed conduction. I believe that right there is failed conduction. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. Failed conduction. Damn, all these spaces and nothing yet. Ratsurrectionists cannot stand still for just 1 second. Yes, they cannot. Was playing CG recently. I love dealing with idle radiant virtues. So fun. Not. Amen. I'm right there with you. Right. Just seeing if anyone got bingo, but I guess not. Oof. Yeah, that was a pretty easy wave, all things considered. You did play that right. You put gas. I do want to just like highlight this real quick. You put like fire and gas in the high traffic zone of where enemies are going to be. That's really good. You know exactly how you're supposed to kite these enemies. People, you guys should take notes on this. If you're going to be using gas, put it in places that you know enemies are going to be, where you know high traffic is. This little bridge right here in this map, that all enemies have to pass this bridge to get from either half of the map to the other. So putting oil on this bridge is really strong. It always guarantees value. So do what this player did here if you are planning on using gas on specific maps. Yeah, like these Cerberite each took like 6 to like 10 damage each from just passing on that bridge. And it just makes this fight a lot easier. Nice. I love these Virtue one-shots. It seems like the only matchup that is your worst is the Mind Flayer. Oh! Oh my god. Nice. I can do Control F? Oh, I didn't know that worked. I thought it was just images. I didn't think it was actual text. Nice. I don't even know what you parried. Wish I could know, because then I'd be able to tell which things are off-screen parries and which aren't. Yeah, you definitely want to get back on the map for a minute. And now you can come off, back off. Okay, that's just unfortunate.
No, please.
No, please. Nice. Yeah, that's it. It's GG's right there. The live commentary is awesome. Gizzard warning? Thank you. I'm just gonna cut that out of the stream probably later. Wait, I didn't mute it. God damn it. I just tuned it out. Such an idiot. Yeah, I don't listen to any of the King Gizzard music, so I don't recognize it when it comes on. Oof. Yeah, it's rough. Idols spawning in those little nooks. I can never blame you for having trouble. There's hardly any strategy for dealing with that. God, you didn't turn it off. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Yeah, God bless you're not a floor dweller. You learn that very fast in these high levels of Cybergrind. Oh. Nice. Better say, really? Hate that map. Hate that map so much. Set drops? No, I wouldn't say so. Like the very end of the map. I mean, of the arena. The level. Fuck. The wave. Damn. Yeah, that was definitely meant to be a screwdriver. Thanks, Maurice, for just blicking down the hideous mass. Damn. Oh, that looked like it was gonna be a guard break fail, but it definitely was not. Oof. Oh, that's rough. Nice. Just enough screwdriver value. Yeah, that's just heavy. That's not even ULTRAKILL related. It's just heavy from TF2. That was a guard break. From what I saw, it looked like you guard braked both of them. First try, rather. Oh, that was a guard break fail. All right, I think Clough just won. Man, I was so close. Is that 2 bingos? Both of you put your cards down. Oh. Okay, I was about to say. Alright, put your card down in the chat. I'm so sorry, his status. Sub A rank, jumps for quick snap. Yep, that's a bingo. Here you go, Clough. I bestow upon you 2nd gen Cybergrind bingo winner. Never playing this BS. You're welcome. Alright, remember, if you are a winner, you can play for Blackout Bingo for the rest of the stream. Clough, don't remove your card. Everyone else, get a new card. That's not what I wanted. Hope someone has CE shotgun. Oh, okay, good luck. Is instant screwdriver punch a bad thing if you're punching the screwdriver to no, it's not a bad thing. The point of the instant screwdriver punch is like if you just, you know, blankly do it for no reason. If you do have a reason for screwdriver punching, then, you know, it's fine. Let me read this. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep it muted for now. Also, are you guys just in VC together? It's funny. Alright. We will continue watching. Everyone gets a new card. Yep, even if it's the same submission for now. If it was, like, you know, if you're watching, like, you know, like wave 20 to 30 kind of thing, then I wouldn't say everyone get a new card because that player is going to make the same mistakes over and over. But you're definitely more, how would you say, conservative with your mistakes. So, of course, screwdriver is useful always. You just have to know why you're using it. For those who don't know why I'm hyping up the screwdriver so much, a little bit of advertising. Check out my screwdriver video. This one right here. It shows basically all of the reasons why you should like the screwdriver, and it's mainly for style. And also, those of you who are just joining the stream or have just been around and lurking, if you want to participate in the bingo, you can join the Discord through the link in the description and get a card. I'll pin the card. No, the card should be pinned. Yeah, the card's pinned. I'm gonna unpin this. There you go. Through the pinned message in the Cybergrind bingo chat. Unmute wave 97 though? Yeah, okay. If there's a row cannon that I do not use often, it's malicious row cannon. It just doesn't work with my playstyle. It doesn't work with mine either, personally. Alright, let's continue. Nice. I would recommend doing whip hops instead of just like directly like here. If you're aiming to do core jams, here's how I'd recommend doing it. Okay, well I did it wrong. There, that's what I would recommend doing. I would recommend jumping during the whiplash pull instead of just straight up, you know. God damn it. I love you, Radiant Cerberus. You're so much fun. It slows you down a little bit. It also slows down your core. Just makes it overall easier to do the tech. What 3 days in ULTRAKILL does to a man. But yeah. I actually started whip hopping later on. Okay. Wave 80. That was a what? That was a failed iconoclasm? That's crazy. Okay, the explosion must have just started high up. I gotta see this again. No, there's no explanation for that. That's just horse shit right there. Alright, well, that is an iconoclasm fail. Make sure you mark that down. Why can't all of the enemies have big, buff, sweaty, humanoid hitboxes? Son. That also didn't... Wow. Holy, you're just getting unlucky, dude. That is crazy work. I can't even tell. Was that a missed rail cannon? No, you hit him. Okay. I think I walked into the wrong community. Wait, I think I walked into the wrong community. This is not the level of ULTRAKILL knowledge I'm experienced with. Man, dude, we're here for new, intermediate, and advanced players here. Just so happens we're watching a more advanced player. So, you know, given advanced criticisms. For those who don't know, by the way, I'm top 50 in the world in the Cybergrind leaderboard, so that's why people tend to listen to what I have to say. Oof, that's rough. Okay, yeah, back to the ULTRAKILL style. I like that for the stun. Yeah, use your coin gun more often. I kind of missed a lot of what that wave was because of the bitrate, unfortunately. But can you be here for 3 minutes? Okay. Was that what I think it is? No, it's not. Oh my god. The hit stops are crazy. Nice. Delicious conduction. Always doing something. My god, I hate how easy you build hard damage in later waves. I've been slapped around by 2 rat flays and rat tracks, pure pain. Yeah. Is conduction good with Rokin? Yeah. To pop it quickly, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's also really good to do chain conductions too. One conduction with a jump start, one conduction with E-rail, and then another conduction with jump start again, because the cooldowns tend to overlap like that. Very, very nice. That was extremely high altitude earlier. Is that here, or this wave or last wave, Cloth? Fast wave?
Sure.
Oh, that was, yeah, most definitely. No, well, I mean, it was the end of the wave. If that's all it was, I think. I mean, at least unless I completely skipped this wave, in which it does happen too. I don't think it does, though. I think we're fine. Yeah, that was just like the end of that wave, so I'm not gonna count it. Ugh, yeah, let me go back and see that pump charge. Ah, you just missed. Yeah, I gotta see how you do against more mind flayers. Not a bad screwdriver target. Jesus Christ. These are, yeah. Whoa, wait, hold on. I need to see this. Yeah. I know this feeling.
That's very close.
Yeah, you've come to this point where waves like these are just easy because of how much style is floating around. So as long as you're just playing aggro, you never die. Yeah, if you want your gameplay reviewed, join the Discord through the link in the description. There you can also get a bingo card to play Cybergrind bingo with us. So far, our player here hasn't made very many mistakes. Oh, that was two failed quick mounts. I shouldn't have opened my big fat mouth. Do I even have Iconoclasm fail? Well, I do have fails two quick mounts. Don't have failed Iconoclasm. But that is fails two quick mounts. If you have that on your card, mark that down. Yeah, I hope my stuff is constructive. I couldn't tell, personally. That was a hit. I don't remember seeing a miss again. You will miss. Okay. Yeah, and if you want your gameplay reviewed, just send a recording through by doing the submission process in the Discord. Ah. Rail cannon without dependencies. Unfortunate. I think that was also... Wait, was that also a fail? I think it was a lot of things. Hold on. Did you even stick the cord? No, you did. Did you? Wait, that's... Wow, I'm so confused. Because you swapped to this. Let's watch this in slow-mo. Hold on. You hit something. And then you swap off. And then... Okay, the cord breaks there. Got it. Okay. That's a jumpstart cord break. And also a failed conduction. Jumpstart cord snap. And failed conduction. So if you have those, make sure you put those down. And also a rail cannon without dependencies, if you have that too. It helps me play better. Okay, rail cannon without dependencies is on there. Jumpstart Chord Snap. And what was the final one? Failed conduction. I don't have it. Damn. That's all I got. Dependencies is like, yeah, nails, magnets, coins, yeah. Because you use the rail cannon on the Maurice thinking it might trigger conduction. That didn't kill him? It's crazy. He must have hit just the tip. No way you died to a drone. I was about to say, son.
That's not good.
Clutch-ish. Holy! I'm not gonna say that was a long distance whiplash because that was what you needed to do in that moment, to be very fair. Jeez, man. That was cutting it close. Okay, that's a Mrs. Rail Cannon. You did say it would happen. If you have Mrs. Rail Cannon, put that down. I will say, I haven't seen a single bad saw trap so far. That makes me happy. Yeah, unfortunately, King Gizzard songs do not work for YouTube, so I can't. I'll have to mute it, and if you like, you know, I would prefer, by the way, for the record, people who are submitting stuff to the Discord, I would prefer if you put, if you didn't submit it at all, would be #1 preferred. #2, if you do submit it and it's just like for like 2-3 minutes or something, if you can just like say at this timestamp, it's this copyrighted song, that would be really nice too. And then I could just like skip over it, or not skip over it, just like mute it while I review. And if you could just get a run without copyright music or just only ULTRAKILL OST music, that would also be really nice. Yeah, long distance clutch whiplashes are really cool. Give me power, Guru. And no mind flares. Mega damage. Hold up. Something shot your rocket. No, it was interruption. Never mind. Nothing shot your rocket. Someone shot a street cleaner back. Song gives me war vibes from the Sisyphus fight. Oh, yep, that's because it is war. It is literally war. I don't think the Calamity music is copyrighted, but there is a website called like YouTube Copyright Checker, YouTube Music Copyright Checker. You can use that. Okay, wait, this is intense. I need to lock in here. Oof. Yeah, you're holding on to this rail cannon. You recognize that. Don't feel bad if you have to punch it out of her. Okay, good. Oof, that was rough. You could have just backblasted directly down. Go straight up, and then come back to the arena. Oof. You're definitely overwhelmed, because you could clear as day see that ferryman thing was targeting you, but I don't think you could analyze that fast enough. Nice, okay. You definitely clutched up towards the end there. Also, holy shit, this War remix is going crazy. This is just War with extra breakcore? What is this? Nice. Electric guitars? Yeah, this is honestly, I like this a lot. Oof. Yeah, unfortunately that screwdriver on, I mean, what's it called? Rail cannon on dead or dying enemy. I have that. Okay, cool. I will say, yeah, again, the same criticism on that Mind Flayer fight, you really weren't using coins a lot. Because, like, your coins are just sitting there as, like, a free 20 damage in your pocket that you don't have to aim at all. Nice. You're doing the rebounds. You should just keep practicing that, honestly. That's something you'll have over me if you do that more often. Because it's just a free 4.5 damage if you can time it right. You wish by Mega Chip? Sick. Oof. I think that was a failed Gutterman guard break. Putting that down too. Guard break fail. Do you guys have guard break fail? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Sad. What's a rebound? I'll show you here. Just so everyone knows what I'm talking about. I made a video on it, but basically, if you release the chainsaw early, basically, here, let me see if I can just go back to, yeah, right here. If you release the chainsaw early, during the hit stop with the jackhammer, you'll bunt it for an extra 4.5 damage. So as you can see here, I'm dealing basically 20 damage to this gutter tank, with the feedbacker punch being 1, red gauge being 10, and then 4.5 plus 4.5, and then the chainsaw is going to come back and deal another 4.5 damage. So basically, you're just throwing out the chainsaw for 4.5 damage, and then you bunt it during the hit stop as you hit the jackhammer hit, and then it does another 4.5 damage with the chainsaw. Remember this video? I forgot what it's called. I mean, yeah, right here. But yeah, I mean, for those who are new to me, I make a lot of educational content on specifically the jackhammer, but also other stuff. So check out my content. Blah. Nope. Yep, you called it. You tried to flick on him with the screwdriver. You can do it, kinda, with the default shotgun. That's, I mean, it's kind of what glue sting is. Except it's not really worth it usually to do it that way. I think, actually, no, it probably is worth it. You just can't, it's just, you know, like just almost a regular P boost, so you're basically just glue sting, you're not really getting, like, a big hit in. This song is crazy. Become so used to the jackhammer, I can't use a shotgun. In fact, nor can I. I'm literally a shotgun baby. Copyright? God damn it! You can't put these freaking copyright songs in your damn video. Oh geez, now we get to watch this at 6 FPS. Yeah, unmute it. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, okay, we're doing some Death Star tech. Okay, every time you've done that, it's just been idols. It's obnoxious. This isn't the wave you die on, right? Yeah, no, 2 waves away. But it is your worst nightmare. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about taking this Mind Flayer down here. When you know you have that many Guttermen, you really don't need to isolate her. You could just take her next to all the Guttermen, kill the Guttermen, and then they'll kill the Mind Flayer. Yeah, now, since you didn't kill her, you have all that Carnage to deal with up top. Okay, that's fine. Oof. Yeah, I'd say #1 tip is if you're trying to isolate Mind Flayers like that, which seems to be your roughest matchup, use coins and use them frequently. That was a long distance whiplash. That was crazy. You extending the whiplash with those dashes? I'm calling that a long distance whiplash. Do we have that? I do not. Using a lot of stam to stay alive there. I understand you're being very cautious, but oof. Yeah, that's another thing. You tend to do this a lot. When it comes to Death Stars, be patient. Like, you know, don't shoot your rocket too prematurely for stacking, because what you end up doing, what you're doing is this. Like, you know, like, you turn, and then, like, you create this position with the Death Star where you can't actually hit both. You know what I mean? And that's something you definitely want to avoid. My tip as well is to shoot to the sides. It just makes it easier. Instead of shooting directly up. Did we get any new ones? Can you show me the bingo board? Have you been gone for a while? I'll show you after we finish this. But yeah, just a small tip with Death Stars. Definitely be patient. Spend the extra quarter second getting up there, because the extra quarter second gets you the extra rocket. You know what I mean? It's 7 extra damage. Nice opportunity for a pump cash. Easy wave. Well, unfortunately, that is Paus's CG run. Wait, do I have that? No. Alright, yeah, and you wanted me to unmute for this last part here. Alright, well, Manic is still playing, so... Well... with that pausing. Nothing inherently bad. It's just it's taboo. Yeah, it basically can like throw you off your like momentum. Oh Jesus. Okay, well, hey, copyright detection won't work well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is generally why I don't do Death Stars, and like you should have definitely used the Death Star on these virtues. But like if you don't, then this happens because like that's your whole wave start. You know what I mean? Like you don't have any extra damage with the fire starter shooting it up in the air, throwing it down to like do crowd control and give you bonus style while you're getting pelted by these guys. So
No. I would have so had that wave too had I not fucking drilled at all.
Did you actually say fuck in real life?
Fuck.
You did.
It's very good still though.
Rad juice, yeah. If you eat socks and your favorite number in the alphabet is purple, how many waffles are you going to put in the toilet? You're welcome for a review. That was a really fun review. I think like your matchups against Insers, I like you got the fundamentals down. I like what you do. I think the only real issues you have, I mean, you don't really have an issue with virtues. You definitely just made like 2 macro plays incorrectly in the start of your wave. You were correct throwing the screwdriver. How you did was not correct. The Death Star there, I think, was a bit of a fail. This is just a rough wave anyway, though. I will say, don't feel bad about dying to this. As much as it sucks to die 2 waves below your PB. But the way you would deal with virtues probably is to you want to incorporate oil into your wave start here. There's some techniques that involve Death Stars and oil that some people do, where they do this, right, and then they just do their thing. Some pro players do that. Obviously, don't do it with as much variance as I did, but like. That much fire, this is enough to kill a bunch of fodder and give you a bunch of like, fried style. Look at my style going up from just filth dying to fire, you know what I mean? So, small consideration. That can give you a lot of style, even if you miss your screwdriver, it gives you that leg up, gives you a lot of damage. And then let's just replay the last bits of this. Yeah, wait, okay, what knocked you up? Like a Serb or something? I can't even tell. Yeah, and then you spam dashes away. Yeah, I think what confused you here, and this is something that just happens, I think it's the hit slow of enemies taking so much damage. I think that's what like got you like confused. Like you thought you were not as far away as you were when you were releasing this knuckle blaster. So you thought you would have gotten the guard break and then given you the dashes and all that stuff. And that's probably what messed you up the most there. But here you still even had a rebound. man. I wouldn't have focused on the virtue in this moment. I think that the Maurice was definitely the play. Hindsight's 2020 though. It's so fucking annoying that that these guys purposely dodge whiplash. Outlines would be nice though as well. That's another thing. Because another thing about like virtues is that you can't whiplash onto their wings. It's a very deceiving thing. You can't whiplash onto their crown either. You only whiplash onto their center mass. And with outlines on, it's pretty easy to see what their center mass is from far away. So, Tunnel visioning is silent killer. Yeah, it really is. But that's why I'm suggesting you turn outlines all the way on. I see partial outlines are on, whatever that is. But they're not fully on. Oh, no, they are. What? They're just really thin. Wait, why are they not showing there? You have some weird outline setting that makes them not show it at certain points and show it others. Like this, I don't see an outline here, here, here. I'm a little confused. How thick should outlines be? 4 pixels. Well, let's see what I have. They have it on 2. Weird. I don't know why everything is like that. I want to use full personally a lot more. How thick should outlines be? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I think your outlines are just being so weird. Like you can only see them when their back is up against an enemy here. I don't know. Like that one suddenly just loses its outline. Is it as activation distance? I don't know what this is. Gotcha. Okay. I plan on CG on Radiance to help me get to use rat. Interesting. Yeah, full is fun. It just gives all the enemies like a single color. Okay, well, not this one. Like, it makes them easily recognizable in the Cybergrind. You know what I mean? You discern them by color. I'm just pulling them all up for fun's sake. It's cool. I've been trying to play Cybergrind more like this recently. It just makes it easier to know what I can whiplash onto. Why are you so loud, bruh? And sometimes one-shot virtues with Sawed on Jack run Yellow Gauge detached. Sometimes not why. Bro yapping too much. Yeah, of course, no problem for the review. Again, like basic recap of all the stuff. The thing that I showed you with the Death Stars, definitely try that. Keep doing what you're doing with the Sawed on. Incorporate coins into your Mind Flayer, like dogfights for sure. And then try to use Firestarter or oil more often, like on the floor, not on enemies, because like, you know, using Firestarter oil on, you know, an enemy is fine, but you deal a lot more damage when you put it beneath them. Here. Then if you put it on them, as you can see here. And then if you, here. Stop burning. And then you deal half damage if they're on fire. So it is nice. You can get both as well. If you just, you know, go like that. You can normally get both ticks. But, yeah. Small consideration. Really, son? What the f- How did he get over here? Son. So I wasn't even looking at her and she died. But yeah. So that's review number 1 down. Let me turn this down to outlight only again. Let's do another. That one was pretty long, so we might just do one more. We'll see. Wow. That was one submission 1 minute ago. Balls gameplay. Just curious to see what this is. Absolute fucking balls gameplay. Should we do this one? Can you show you the list? What list? This? Or no, not that. This is the list. They just finished making this coincidental, I swear. This is the quote-unquote list, I think is what you're oh, you're talking about the bingo list. Oh, yeah. You're talking about Blackout. The only things we really did get were like the quick mount fail, I think. And that's kind of mostly it. But yeah, what would you guys think about watching 20 to 40, waves 20 to 40? It's about my experience, yeah? Okay. I'd say the 6-minute one is more flashy if you want that. Well, I mean, it depends on what you want. Are you the one that submitted it? I'm gonna break from all this radiance. Yeah. Because if you want a more educational one, you know, whichever one is best for you. The more flashy is what my standard gameplay looks like. Yeah, so like if, you know. Okay, yeah, I'll watch that one for improvement then. Dramatic title, absolute fucking balls gameplay, sick. Video info, nothing much to say. Just quickly put a watchable run or two together for review after stream reviewers. Awesome. 20 to 30 is more flashy. Yep. How you like to improve? Those are just figuring out what bad habits make me die so often. Around 150. Microphone, no mods. And you seem to have decent quality. That's always good. Are you a jackhammer acolyte? Yes. Thank you, Rev'd. Light for opening my eyes to insanely easy CE tech. Who's Rev'd Light? Who's this? Oh, and the thing is playing. You do have Spotify open. Is this gonna be, do you know if any of the songs here are copyrighted? Oh, Reverend Light. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. It's not awesome. Ooh, okay. Wait, let me see this. Show me your loadout. All alts. Okay, default shotgun. And you're an activator. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, right off the bat. Hey, actually, okay, I'm not gonna judge too early, but I will say I would not use Railcoin combos on Hideous Masses. Here, okay, let me show you some like pretty good Hideous Mass one-shots. So first of all, you're running Neuron Activator, and Neuron Activator is like the bane of Hideous Masses. Where the fuck is he? I can never find him because he just looks like this, and I never think of him like this. Like, Neuron Activator is basically the absolute bane of Hideous Masses. You know, that is how you should use it, and that saves you your rail cannon. You can use your rail cannon on anything at that point. So this should like be your go-to, especially at your level where like very few spawn, and when they do spawn, they take up a lot of like enemy space. That's what you should do. That's literally like one of the best features about Neuron Activator is that it can do that. And if you want to be even more brainless, you could just like do that. Like that's how easy it is, especially with a jump saw. But let's continue watching. Nice. Death Star, sick. I think that was supposed to be a dunk. I'm going to put failed dunk right there. Failed cannonball dunk. Don't even have it, do I? I don't, god damn it. Alright. Gonna pick up myself so quick. I still haven't adjusted my nail gun saw variants. Yeah, you definitely gotta. I want to make a video about like all the good variants. Saw trap, not bad. Nothing wrong with putting saws in the middle for the most part. I like your oil placements. Yeah, so far the only thing wrong with your gameplay is just slow weapon swaps. That's okay though. I mean, it's like, you know, we all start somewhere in that regard. Oof. Nice. Delicious conduction. Maybe it's not that. I think it's just also I like your backdrop, your arena thing. I think it's just. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. I think nice. The only problem, your aim is very jittery, so it looks like unpracticed. I don't know if like your sensitivity feels weird or like if you're running the game on like a low FPS. You second aim? Dad sneeze. Okay, good. Coin hits rocket / core. I have that. If you have coin hits rocket / core, make sure you mark that down on your bingo card. What I'm seeing is interesting. I don't think your aim is bad. It's at least not conventionally. You're just very sporadic. Like maybe, do you feel comfortable with your sensitivity? Because maybe you just need like less sensitivity. Or more. Honestly, maybe more. Failed chargeback? Oh wait, where? Is it here? That's probably way earlier. There's no chargebackable enemies here. On a ferryman? Was that waves ago or here? A few minutes ago. Oh geez. Did ferryman spawn on this wave? Oh, it did. I think. Did it? I'm just spawned on this one, right? I ain't seeing no ferryman. This one. Ah, there, I hear him. Yeah, that is a failed conduction. By the books. I mean, a failed chargeback, rather, sorry. Chargeback fail, make sure you mark that down, and I don't know if you can have it. All that effort for nothing for me. Alright, skip right back ahead to where you were. Was that a guard break fail? No. I think at least for how you play, you try to play aggressive a lot. And I think that my suggestion for you is definitely just like macro. Knowing when to disengage from a fight is very important. Oh, jeez. Nice, Death Star. Missed the screwdriver. Do we have that Mrs. Rail Cannon yet? Yeah, we already do. Yeah, you're not really using, like, you know... Like, I don't know. This is really weird. This is weird to judge. Okay, this is Hall. You don't want to start in the center here. Definitely don't. Yeah, there you go. This is where you want to be. Okay, you definitely learned this very much. Nice. Dunk on the sentry. What he did, yeah, kind of, you can Death Star on the fly like that. You don't really need to freeze it. Here, I'll show. You don't need to freeze the rocket as long as it is, like, perpendicular to the enemy you're shooting and slightly above yourself. You can easily... I think they're calling it dual hammer boosts or whatever. It's unfortunately it is FPS dependent. Yes, video promotion time. Yes, I do make a video about this. It's one of my earlier ones. It's right here. Yeah, so there's that, and there's this. Yeah, it's basically this here. As long as you have a rocket anywhere and you hit it, you can toss the core during the hit stop, and boom. And then, yeah, you can basically do it on the fly. Yeah, very fun. Double boosts, yeah, double hammer boosts, dual boosts, they have many names. But very useful tech. Yeah, you have a lot of tech, but your fundamentals are a bit iffy. You know what I think it might be? Yeah, okay, I think I know what it is. You're using your dashes very weirdly. My suggestion for you, you need to focus on using dashes to evade. As I'm sure you know, dashes give you like 0.2 seconds of damage immunity. You want to be using that a lot. Instead of you're dashing for mobility's sake, instead of like, you know, like sliding. Yeah, you're not sliding too much. Yeah, okay, I think something that might streamline, because like you're making a lot of like, you know, micro things that are wrong, and that's fine because like, you know, that's just practice. But yeah, you lose too much stamina. So what a lot of high level players do is they just dash jump when they're trying to go places. Slam dash jump as well. It's basically the same as doing like a slam storage jump. Slam and then dash jump, give you a lot of speed. And then like one thing too that a lot of people don't know, dash jumping forward is, you know, gives you decent speed. Dash jumping sideways gives you more speed. So that's what a lot of high level players will do, is they'll like, you know, dash jump sideways for a lot of movement. Like with the jackhammer, it's also really nice. So definitely try doing that instead of using a lot of stamina. The more you do that, the more stamina you preserve, and the more you can use to dodge. And what you end up doing as well, like, you know, if you're up against, like, I don't know, like a gutter tank, right? Like, you just spam dash, because you know that's the damage range around him. And, like, you know, you'll use 2 dashes instead of 1 just for mobility's sake. A lot of players, you know, like, there's no problem with, like, dashing to just, like, cancel your downward momentum or whatever. But you always want to have at least, like, 1 or 2 stamina left over, like, for just anything. Then you just panicked on how to get momentum consistently. Yes. So that is something that you should definitely work on. In the sandbox, literally just dash jump and just practice getting in the habit of doing this. Or not dash jump. What is this called? Slide jump. Have I been saying dash jumping? I mean slide jump, not dash jump. Yeah, make sure you're slide jumping. Slide jumping forward is fine too, but, you know, slide jumping sideways gives you a lot more momentum really fast. And then, like, if you're slamming down into the map, you also get a lot more momentum from the slam. Like, if, you know, you chase this inser up here, you're fighting the inser, slam down, move, right? Slam down, and then, like, let's say you take a lot of damage while fighting the inser, you can slam towards the gutter tank and get, like, a quick style bonus and everything. Instead of, like, you know, being over here, spending 3 dashes to try to get up to it and then get the guard break. So that's a really big tip. That I think is what your #1 issue is. Because look at here, like, you barely had enough stamina to do this. I'm gonna watch your stamina bar religiously here. Yeah, you use 3 bars, 4. You're down. You have no stamina, and in all that time, nothing was really threatening you. The only thing that was threatening you was this swords machine. You know what I mean? And now, if you wanted to, you can't avoid his attacks. Another thing to note, when you get a parry or a guard break, it will immediately fill your stamina to full. So you can use that to give you a lot of stuff. Yeah. Do you use the gutter tank one-shot often? Not really, no. The higher you go in the Cybergrind, the less you need to one-shot on certain enemies. Like gutter tanks. They just take so much friendly fire damage from, like, other enemies, you just don't really need to. Which is sad, because gutter tanks are the most, like, jackhammer comboable, like, in the entire game. It's really funny. Yeah, there you tried to do it. I can tell that your slide jumping is unrefined. Yeah, you tried doing it again. Oh, okay, definitely don't do that. Don't look up at an insert trying to attack you. Here's another suggestion. Return to center, I think. Something you want to do, like, if... Get this guy to jump. Yeah, you want to follow him up horizontally, so you can see the arena and him at the same time. This is an apex position to be in. You already know how to do double Death Stars. That's something that's really good against inserts, because they're very slow to attack. And from a distance... Okay, well, I'm not very good at parrying inserts. My playstyle is very much not parry-centric. But yeah. That is something that you can practice for, is making sure you're not directly beneath insurrectionists to the best of your ability, unless you're, like, surrounded by, you know, style and healing. And, you know, just being aware of your surroundings more than the insurrectionist is really important. Or getting yourself in a position where the insurrectionist is the only thing that's really a threat to you, and then focusing on the parry. You know what I mean? Prepared thyself. I wonder how Cybergrind would be if UKMD removed friendly fire. It would... People wouldn't even be able to break, like, wave 100, dude. But it'd be a lot more fun, I think, honestly. Or at least, like, raw friendly fire. Nice conduction. Okay, that is sub A rank. So if you have sub A rank, mark that on your sheet. Oof. Yeah, and that was also draws weapon, does nothing. And that's fine. You're clearly trying to focus on just like learning the parries. I'm not gonna like, you know, give you a hard time on that. Where is that? Draws weapon, does nothing. Oh wow. One away. How did I even get a sub A rank there? I think you just started the wave with low style. PB somehow. What is your PB like? Just a percentage PB? Yeah, I want to see you go up against some insurrection. I mean, virtues is what I was trying to say. Yeah, easy kill. Nice. Yep. Don't blame you at all for using the E-rail on virtues. Nice. You definitely have a good sense of what is a better threat than others. Got to 44 times, actually. That's so sad. Yeah, if you can get this conduction off. Oof. Damn. And the jump start to seal the deal. Oh, what the hell was that? Okay, I guess that just happened. Try to incorporate, yeah, core jams on virtues. That's honestly one of like the hardest virtue one shots out there. Oof. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like being directly beneath one when you don't have healing sources really sucks. If you could take like a more horizontal approach to where you can see him, this wouldn't happen to you. Also, my dog is barking. He's an old man. Let me get him real quick. I'll be right back. I think the dog is coming upstairs now. All right. Let's continue. What the dog doing? I don't even know what he was barking at. I think there was just people outside. But yeah, I think that's like the best insurrectionist tip I can give you at your current skill level. Ooh, nice. There's another virtue somewhere. Bruh. Okay. I was about to say. He couldn't even see you. What's my dog Cybergrind PB? Dude, he can barely even break one wave. Yeah, that's definitely extremely high altitude. You've probably seen the video. You want to avoid being up here, but obviously this is like late wave, so it doesn't really matter. But that is extremely high altitude right there. If you have that on your card, make sure you mark that down. Oof. No, wait, you die on this wave? That's crazy. There's... Oh, okay. Yep, I see what happened. Yeah, the Maurice beam, that's the one thing you gotta be mindful of. I mean, I think that you don't really face Radiant Maurices that much, so, you know, this came as a surprise to you, considering he fired so fast. But, yeah. My best advice, always be above a Maurice and not beneath them. You never want to be beneath a Maurice. Yeah, that's very sad. Yeah, very big surprise. So especially, you can probably go into like sandbox and just like fuck around with like a Radiant Maurice for just 10 minutes. You'll see how fast they fire and how fast they like, you know, do their beam charge up. Definitely pay attention to that stuff, because that's the stuff that can get you killed in high level Cybergrind, just like sneakily. So yeah, my top 3 tips for you. Oh, actually, I'd say 4 tips. Number 4, they're starting from the bottom up. Just like see like how your sensitivity is, and like just screw around with it, like up it down a little bit. Just like play around with your sensitivity, because I think that'll help you aim a lot better. ULTRAKILL isn't a super aim intensive game, but your sensitivity can definitely like make or break a lot of your runs, unless you find the right one. Number 3, try to avoid being underneath insurrectionists when they're in the air. Try to be like more horizontal to them than vertical, because if you can see them from afar away, or you know, if you can be in a position where you can see them and the whole map, you're way better off than if you're just looking at them or at the map. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, slide jumping. Definitely focus on slide jumping. That's something you definitely want to do more often. It could basically become a necessity as you go higher and higher into these waves. And then, yeah, again, just screw around with Radiant Maurice, and you'll eventually figure out the parry timings and his attack speeds and stuff like that. Because that will definitely get you killed, like right here. Everything else, though, is mostly fine. Yeah, of course. I hope you enjoyed that review. Let me give you a emoji to let you know I reviewed you. Ugh. I just did a huge stretch. You want to try the side slide jumping? Awesome. But Brock, I actually have a 20-minute Cybergrind if you wouldn't mind reviewing. Yeah, which one are you? I think that'll be my last one, and then I'll probably go. Which one are you? Are you? Can you ping me in your submission? It just makes it a lot easier. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy a bit of a snack. Was yours short, day night? It was 16 minutes. We'll see. Maybe. But so far, I've reviewed like a total of like an hour of gameplay, and it's a little draining. I might stream tomorrow. Seeing as I don't have much to do, but we'll see. All right. All roads lead to wave 100. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I mean, there are also like 18 other people whose reviews I haven't seen who've submitted recently, so you know. Okay. PB is wave 89. Wow. 450 hours roughly. Firstly, I was wondering if it's necessary for me to change my FOV from the default 105 to higher FOV, and will it help me to get to player? Yes, definitely increase your FOV for sure. I think that I have an FOV mod, so this is not what your FOV thing is going to look like. 130 is definitely like where it's at. Also, wait, my input's delayed. Yeah, I'd say win 30 is where it's at. Every player could probably play on 130 really easily. And that's what I would suggest for you. Or at least work your way up to that. Because let me play on 110. Let me see how suffocating this is. Or 105. God, I could never do this. I don't know why. It feels harder to aim on lower FOV for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like over exaggerating. It's not like the end of the world, but I don't know why. It just, higher FOV feels so much more natural for me. Yeah, you definitely change it from the default. At least experiment. At the very least experiment. And if you go back to default, that's fine. But you might like increasing it, okay? Secondly, when it comes to using a screwdriver, should you go for Insurrectionist or Mind Flayer in the case that both of them appear? I would mostly hit the Insurrectionist. Sometimes it's better to hit a Mind Flayer depending on the scenario. But for the most part, if you want to fall back on something, always hit the Insurrectionist. Reason being, it's actually quite simple. Insurrectionists, ow. And you might know this, but not everyone does know this. Hold on. That's not what I want. Alright. They don't take friendly fire damage from other enemies. But Mind Flayers do. So on like higher waves, you'll find that Insurrectionists are really easy to keep your screwdriver on because they're not going to die from other enemies, right? But Mind Flayers, if you pin them in the wrong place, a Maurice is just going to light them up. So that's, I'll give you that fact automatically from the get-go. Let's see. The usual strategy I use at my run is cycling between using jackhammers and conductors. Yep, I mean, I do the same thing. Whenever one of them is on cooldown, switch to the other weapon. When both are on cooldown, I try to play passively for a bit. Of course, there are methods to do the strategy, but it'll be long for me to explain. You can see the run, see how I usually do it. No mics, mods are used. I don't want to be anonymous. Yes, jackhammer is the GOAT. It is literal digital cocaine. I agree. Music used just Megalovania? Okay. I'm sure that one does. That's not one that's copyrighted, I don't think. But yeah, let's check out your YouTube channel as well. Oh, damn! TF2 had to not take fall damage. And a lot of content warning stuff. Damn, you were popping off a year ago. And then you vanished. Digital cocaine is a fantastic way to put it. Alright, let's get started. This is for sure default FOV. Whoa. Interesting. Core jam fail. Very fast. Very, very fast. Yeah, you're trying to do core jams here, I'm noticing. Okay, nothing quite. Hold on. Are you running triple jackhammer? Yeah, you are. Gotcha. I've been splashed by Merch a few times from hitting the enemy next to him. Just learned how to avoid that, yeah. Very smart to do so. I believe... Are you running DDD or ADD? Oh, you did the cool punch thing that I love. Yeah, okay, you're running ADD. Very strong loadout. I think I would argue the strongest loadout in the game currently. For nails to saws. Oh, so delicious. Yeah, no complaints so far, other than like FOV. It's hard to see what's happening in your surroundings, in my opinion, because I rely on seeing my surroundings, but I'll say this. I'm not a very reflex-based player. I'm a very, like, proactive player. I'm very aggressive with how I play, and part of playing aggressively, especially when you're using triple jackhammer, is being able to know what your surroundings are. So that not only can you capitalize on the hit stop backblasts, but you can also capitalize on like knowing when the right time is to push. So that's another comment on just FOV related stuff. Oof. Okay, that was an instant corkscrew blow. You definitely should not have done that. Probably didn't even mean to though. Instant corkscrew blow. Do I have that? I do not. Your gameplay is very smooth, though. I will say. Yeah, I think that was also failed conduction. If you don't have that already. Okay, we do. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Cool. This big damage, you gotta capitalize on that. Oh, okay, your piercer just betrayed you. Gonna use audio cues to keep track of my surroundings. Yeah, I use both personally. Because one thing about the Cybergrind, it's very 360. And the more enemies that show up, the more audio cues can become confusing. Because of how many enemies there are. Like, say for instance a ferryman, you can know that 2 spawn to your right and 1 spawn to your left. But it's hard to know when one of them is doing an attack versus the other. And from how far. And which attack it is, because half their attacks are parryable and half of them aren't. I like what I'm seeing though. I really gotta see what you do under pressure. That's really all I need to see. So far you've really become flustered by insurrectionists. That's kind of it. Oof, that almost ended your run. Oh, what do those letters mean? I just realized. When I say ADD or like DDA, that means alternate default. That's ADD. And that's like in reference to like which weapons are alternates and defaults for like, you know, say like the jackhammer or like, you know, nail gun versus saw blade launcher. So if I say ADD, that means what this player is running. If I say ADD, that means they're running alternate attractor and then default overheat and jumpstart. So it's just like a really quick way to communicate. Personally, I run AAD revolvers and AAA jackhammer shotgun, and then I also run ADA on nail guns, aka Yarn Activator. Nice. Oof, that's ballsy. Okay, same suggestion for the last guy we just reviewed. Definitely try to take a more horizontal approach to insurrectionists, so you can see them and all the enemies instead of just like going straight towards them, especially when they're in the air or being just directly beneath them. Definitely something you want to avoid doing. You do know your one-shots, which is nice. For the most part. Oh wait, there actually has been a gutter tank punch, I think. Wait, hold on. Let's actually go back. I remember seeing gutter tanks and thinking like, huh. You're not there. Was it? At some point there were 2 gutter tanks. I remember seeing it. Maybe not here. Here it is. Okay, no, that one slipped. It's a no gutter tank punches. Alright, and this is roughly where we were. Yes, it is Megalovania. Sick. I saw that coin juggle. Yeah, you've got very, very good fundamentals. I think, judging from what you've told me, everything that your problem is just matchups. Oh Jesus, that is a lot of sentries. Yep, playing it safe. No problem with that. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my god. Tactical execution against these sentries right here. Ooh. Oh. This is a delicious wave. Cloth had a bingo? No, Cloth had a bingo the first time round. Damn. I think every sentry this round was one-shotted. Has been a bingo yet? Yeah, we've had one bingo. Yeah, and it was cloth. Oh dear. Okay, good. Oh, pff. You can ignore that guy. He's not gonna be any trouble to you. Oh, pff, Mrs. Royal Cannon. Very sad. Also, come to think of it, the guy who I reviewed last time, what's your name? DeCapo, I think that's you, right? I didn't even see you pull out the shotgun one time, and you had it in your loadout, I saw. Nice. Full century one shot. Oh, that's enemy shoots ridden rocket. Where is that? Enemy shoots ridden rocket. If you have that, mark that down in your sheet. Seeing this gameplay makes me think I might prioritize Gutterman too much. Yeah, I mean, you gotta think of Gutterman as like health batteries, you know what I mean? Like, save them for when they matter. And you know, like sometimes if enemies just cloud up on top of you and there's like 7 Guttermen in the middle, just kill the Guttermen. They'll just wipe out everyone. They deal 40, 90, oh. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, that was, holy moly. That conduction was so unbelievably, that was orgasmic. Jesus Christ. Okay, you have a bingo? Post it in the thing. In the channel. I yapped too much in chat. Which one of you is 3? That's DeCapo, right? Oh my god. Sorry, dry throat. Yeah. Rail cannon on dead/dying enemy. Enemy body intercepts rocket. Fill dunk. Swing the altitude. Yep. There it is. We have a winner. 3, you are now crowned Cybergrind winner. Welcome to the son. Son. Son, I'm crying. Alright, let's watch the rest of this. Yeah, I haven't seen you go up against many mind flayers yet. Oh, Jesus. Oof. Okay, yeah, you didn't quite do the one shot on the Virtue. Alright, hold on. That does mean we do a reset here. We'll do one more. If you guys want to do another bingo, we can. No guarantee that we'll finish it, but we'll leave that on the table. Everyone get a new bingo card, those who have not won. And very first thing we're marking down is the Virtue one-shot fail. Have it. I came to that conduction. It was so good. Alright, I'll wait for you guys to get new cards. If you haven't already, you can get a bingo card by joining the Discord in the link in the description. And go to the Cybergrind Bingo channel and then acquire yourself a card and participate. The side slide jump is a lot harder to use in actual practice. Yeah, it can be. I mean, eventually you'll just use slide jumping in any direction, and it just so happens that, you know, side slide jumping is just stronger. It is tricky. It takes practice. I run ADA pistols. Yeah, all jackhammer. Trying to run ADA. Nice. Yeah, ADA pistol is pretty normie. All jackhammers is godsend, and then neuron activator is just beast mode. By the way, if you've reviewed my run, can I submit again? You can, but there's not a very high chance that I'll look at it. Just, you know, don't like spam every run you do. Sorry, my mom's talking to me. She's feeling sick. I don't think I'm getting Puring bingo. Maybe not. We'll see. Just a reminder to everyone who's here, if you do end up donating to the channel, you will get one chance to get a priority queue for your Cybergrind to be reviewed in one of the later streams that I do. So, you know, just saying, if you urgently want one of your things to be reviewed, you can send some money, and anything helps me personally. But yeah, I'm assuming everyone's gotten their card by now. We will continue watching. Hope she feels better. Okay, I'll let her know you said that. Cloth? Son. I did son. That was not an invitation for you to send more money. Thank you so much for the money, Cloth. I'll give you another priority token here. There you go. God damn it, dude. I'm probably gonna do like, you know, minimum $1 for it to function. I've got to get like a written thing out so that says like donate minimum of $1 to get blah 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 blah. I'll figure it out. But anyway, thank you so much, Cloth. Genuinely, you don't know how much that helps. It is super duper appreciated. You're not on Twitch? For some reason, it's not working on Twitch. I don't know why. It's been doing this thing where it just says like error code, audio downloader thing not working. I don't know. It should be on Twitch, but it's not working. I'm gonna figure that out on my own time. Probably. That's dumb. Yeah, I don't know why it's working that way. Anyway, let's continue this review. Oh my god, Clop. What are you doing? $3 lucky number 3. Oh my god. This is crazy what's happening right now. Pro wants some tokens. All right, I'm gonna have to enforce a rule that's like maximum of 3 or some shit, because this is clearly out of hand. Actually, wait. You know what would be smarter? Here, I've got you actually. I'll do like this. There you go. That way, you know, if like more people donate. Oh wait, Fresh Inner used his. Haha. If more people donate, I'll just slot them in underneath you. You know what I mean? But, you know, for the time being, you will be able to do your thing. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. Stupid ads, bro. He's gonna get 3 submissions checked in a day at this point. Yeah, Clough, just spam submissions, bro. Alright, let's watch this. Thank you so much, Clough. The GOAT! Slarp coin combo, absolutely sick. Such a fast player. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Did they record 240 FPS? It's like, it's so smooth. Ah, damn. Oh, that's a failed quick mount 2x. Failed quick mount. Where's that? There it is. Recorded at 60 FPS. Really? Your gameplay seems so smooth. Oh, uh-oh. Oof. That was almost bad. But yeah, we've just been glazing your gameplay. Hope you know that. Huh. Okay, wait, actually, I need to pay attention to something, because I noticed you didn't do a hit stop pump there. Actually, you haven't been paying attention to see if you've been doing them at all. You do know how to hit stop pump, right, Clairvoyance? Just want to double check something. You think you do? I mean, it's just like during the hit stop with the pump charge jackhammer, you just right click and it adds a pump to it. That's basically it. I just wanted to make sure you knew that, because... Okay, yeah, you do it here. Okay, perfect. I don't even have to mention it. Yeah. I just watched you do it. Hit stop over pump. Oh, look at you. And my dog is barking again. No, not the pump cache. Just a hit stop pump. I'm gonna go get my dog real quick. Hold on. I'm back. I think my... Oh. What is he doing? Olaf. I think my dog is just pissed right now. I don't know. I don't know why he's so upset. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it. No more distractions. Very good at avoiding the getting gutter tank punched here. Delicious conduction. Nice. The arm cancels also make things look pretty smooth. Wait, hold on. Did I see that correctly? That's kind of sick. Okay, that's pretty sick. Hold on. How do I do this? Is it that? No. Yeah, look at that. Just the, I don't know why the cannonball following the corpse like that, it just looks so cool to me. You did deserve it. This is entrance / hall. Oh dear. Oh, you don't want to be in the middle. Oh yeah. Alright, so here's your Achilles heel. Here's your Achilles heel. You do not want to play in the center like this. In this map, this is entrance. This map is called entrance. Don't play here, because snipers will spawn on the top and you're just a sitting duck right here. You just get rained hell upon, as Oofnik just said. Definitely not somewhere you want to be. Thankfully, there weren't a lot of enemies like that, but you know, on the higher the wave goes, the more that spawn. If sentry spawned on this wave, you know, you would have wanted to play here or on the ring. So that's definitely a big criticism. That is also on the card. Entrance hall center start. Yeah, definitely not something you want to do. I have that, thank God. Keep that in mind next time. Yeah. There's also the map hall, which is similar looking to this one. Same principle. But yeah, it's definitely just like one of those things you learn. Coolio. Okay. That, I wouldn't call that an off-screen parry. I'm gonna count it anyway. The parrying that insurrection, you didn't even mean to do that. Come on, let's be honest. Do I have that off-screen parry? I do. Let's go back and see it. That is an off-screen parry, if there ever was one. Alright. Oof, good parry. That just saved your life. Like I said, same suggestion when it comes to insurrectionists, same criticism as the last guy. Don't be underneath him to the best of your ability. Because if you are, you run the risk that you're running here, which is, you know, just getting killed, like, you know, by a virtue or this guy or just anything. You want to be horizontal to them to the best of your ability. But it paid off. You parried. Very nice. You'd mess up the virtue one shot, but that's okay. Nice. In the end of the day, you're just beast mode. Spam F and pray. Yeah, I do it too, man. Listen, I get it. I think that was a jumpstart chord snap. Jumpstart chord snap. Let me double check real quick. Okay, I was. Okay, that was your E-rail that you used for that. Do I have jumpstart chord snap? No, I do not. Yeah, no one's gonna get upset at you for missing the stuff like that. The quick mount happens to all of us. Yeah, we have that, I thought. The miss quick mount. Yeah, we have failed quick mount. Wait, hold up. Did you just get hit by a... it's magnet pulling onto a rocket. Oh, I have jumpstart chord snap? Where is it? This does sometimes happen where I just completely miss it. I don't see it. Oh, I do. Stupid me. Alright, if you pause the Cybergrind run, I get to win again. That's the wrong video. We're not watching a Broccoli video right now. Yeah, I do want to go back to the beginning of this wave. I just want to see how you're dealing with the Mind Flare. You did miss the screwdriver, which is very sad. Alright, but you did get ultra killed thanks to one Maurice. Well, this Maurice just saved your life. And I believe an insurrectionist jumped on top of that Mind Flare and caused her to die. So you lucked out a little bit there. At least you didn't get to see how well you deal with them. Nice. What the hell? Why did he go so far? Did he trimp up the stairs and just like... No, it's a rocket. Okay, I was about to say. I thought the rocket was the sentry. Shoot. Wait, hold on. No, that's enemy shoots rocket is what we have. Okay, so doesn't technically count. Damn, your spacing on the gutter tanks is awesome. Jackhammer spam. So beautiful. That right there is why Yellow Gauge is overpowered. Or Yellow Gauge spam is OP. Ooh, virtues. Oof. Yeah, I could tell you definitely anticipated that Virtue would die a lot sooner there. Nice. I really like your gameplay. Oh, that is a failed rocket pull right there. Where is it? Not failed rocket pull. Rocket pull fail. There it is. Rocket pull fail for sure. I don't have it. No, I do. Wow, look at that. If you have rocket pull fail, make sure you put that down on your card. Oh, pff, look at that. Slightly early corkscrew blow. Okay, but you didn't get hard punished for it. Yeah, I'd say one thing to incorporate into your playstyle is definitely explosions. Especially when you're dealing with mind flares. Like overpumps, especially with like the pump charge jackhammer, very good against mind flares because they teleport right next to you, right? And if you're fighting an insurrectionist like right here, which is fine, this is not so bad of a play. If you can keep the screwdriver on him, what you can do is you can just spam overpumps, right? Just stay close, knuckle blaster, spam overpumps. This Maurice can laser all of those mind flares as you're attacking them. And you can just stay into a position of perpetual style upkeep and also getting a lot of AoE. So while the Yellow Gauge spam is respectable, that was definitely your downfall in that situation. You should definitely have focused more on AoE. Yeah. That Mind Flare had quite a lot more health than was comfortable. Make a submission if you're on and have all the mistakes. Yeah, but you definitely have a very clinical way of playing out these other levels. The ones that are just, you know, Maurice, Serbs, Swords Machines. Oh. Poor fella. Yeah, it's just the old being beneath the Maurice in the wrong time. Yeah, that'll get you. There's not much you can really do to prepare for that. I mean, I think the only thing you really did wrong here, missing that rail cannon was critical, because if you had hit that rail cannon, you would have gotten the conductive explosion, and it definitely would have saved your bacon there. It's just like if enough things go wrong back to back, and you're right next to you're right below Maurice while he's charging. This is just what happens, unfortunately. Yeah, also sanded enemies did not help. Very, very sad. Yeah, that was a good run though. That was really good. I'd say main criticisms. Whenever you get like insurrectionists and mind flayer waves, or specifically mind flayer waves, focus more on AoE than single target. And then also try to be more horizontal to an insurrectionist versus vertical. Whenever you're using your screwdriver, most of the time you want to target an insurrectionist. You can always fall back on using, targeting them with the screwdriver. Try to learn FUPs, I think, is what you should do. I think you're at that stage where you can comfortably learn FUPs. Right? Okay, unless you're bad like me. There you go. I've been doing so good at learning them, and then like I just showed that, yeah. I keep doing it wrong. Yeah, there you go. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to shoot the rocket and then grab it with the whiplash and then freeze it while it's grappled. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. If you don't know, the main appeal of FUPs is that they have a larger explosion radius compared to regular rockets that you pull. So for instance, right, that's that. Way larger explosion radius. So that's basically like a core punch or whatever, a core snipe, but just like a lot core punch. Wow, I just invented tech out of nowhere, just pulled tech out of my ass. But yeah, it's just really large AoE, and you can do it in between your over pumps, right? Okay, well, hopefully not die, but you know. You've been using props recently. You just grapple a fodder and shoot a rocket at it. Yeah, no, that's also good. Also good. But you know, when you're dealing with like mind flayers chasing you, you can't really do that very easily. It also pushes a lot of, I don't know why I just shot a malicious. Yeah, me personally, I'm not super good at it. I always forget that you're supposed to, I always forget that you're supposed to grapple it and then freeze it. I always freeze it prematurely, and then I just end up doing that like an idiot. Yeah, but don't do what I do. Just, you know, shoot, grapple, then freeze. Okay, like that. But why it bigger when frozen? No idea. I think it's the same deal if you like... Here, I think if you... Oh, they count as airborne like that? Okay. Yeah, it's just like that. So if you have a frozen rocket, and then you just like shoot an enemy point blank, it'll just have an increased radius. That is actually fun to do. It's a bonus for being frozen. Not reinforced, but frozen. Yeah, you're not trying to freeze the rocket. Like, you know, so it does that. You literally, like I was doing with the sentry here, literally. Like, okay, here. That's the normal radius. And it's an expanded radius just from the mere fact of it being frozen. What? Perhaps you could do each map tips video. Yeah, that's something I definitely should do. Entrance and hall is like, this is like the ultimate levels. But yeah, I should definitely do a video like that. That's just something that's gonna take a long time to do. But yeah. Other than that, I really liked your gameplay. Definitely focus on practicing FUPs. I think that that's like the next step in your gameplay. Because your conduction is fantastic, but it's hard to get conduction off when you're dealing with, you know, just an insert and mind flayers, and they're pelting you with projectiles and blah, 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 blah. Do a vid on how to talk to girls in CG terms. I'm trying to think of like a funny thing. Yeah, bro, let me just say, when there's an enraged mind flare, you just need to get off the map and quick mount rocket ride. Like, that's all I'm trying to say, bro. Like if she's an enraged mind flare, you just need an instant rocket ride off the map. Yeah, and when she's an enraged mind flare, she's unparryable, bro. Like, don't even try. That's why you gotta explain to the CG players. Yeah, I gotta be like, okay, so hi CG players. Basically, this is how you talk to girls. As someone who has gotten quote unquote the bag. What if it's a male mind flare? I guess the same thing. I don't know. I don't have a witty enough joke for this. Is a high-pitched voice mandatory? Absolutely. Quote unquote the bag. How long have I been streaming for? 3 hours. Jesus Christ. I honestly might stream tomorrow. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. Just because I don't know, I've been having fun. I also have a long list of these Cybergrind things, Cybergrind reviews to get through, and I need to do it eventually. Did I mark your thing? Hold on. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna mark you just so I know I did your thing. Yeah. Probably gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna at least sleep soon-ish because I woke up at like 3 a.m. today for some reason. And it's like 3 p.m. my time currently. But yeah, this has been really fun. I hope it seemed like enough of you learned a lot about what, you know, I've been putting out here. Yeah, everyone who hasn't joined the Discord already, please do. I mean, it's pretty much popping off now. Like, there's a conversation happening at least every day, and, you know, multiple happening every other day. So all good stuff. And again, like I said, if you want to support my channel, you get priority on, you know, some of my future streams with your Cybergrind review submissions. So yeah, of course. Oh, it is so much fun dissecting gameplay, and eventually I want to expand a little bit and do like, you know, I don't know, maybe level stuff. I don't know, definitely not speedrunning though. It's not for me. But yeah. This was a good learning experience for sure. Yeah, day night for sure. I owe you a review because you submitted one during this stream. I'll definitely do yours probably on the next stream. Maybe tomorrow. Probably catch you tomorrow. Hopefully I can get the Twitch thing working. You know. Map-based guide would be cool too. Yeah, that's what Clairvoyance was suggesting. Maybe yours? Did you do one recently? I think I just saw it actually. Yeah, right here. Right? No. No, that's not you. I saw yours somewhere. Oh, here it is. Just found it. Runner-up PB. Yeah, I might do this as well tomorrow. Whatever sent submission the last 24 hours. Yeah, you know, listen. I know that ULTRAKILL is all about exploiting its mechanics. We're not going to do that with me. All right, I draw the line at the Brocolite channel. Anything ULTRAKILL related sounds good, yeah. That's my harmless Cybergrind mode for sure. Yeah, literally. 23.5 hours paused. Yeah, you guys definitely try for some runs. I'm confident I'm going to stream tomorrow. So send in some stuff. I'll probably get to a bunch of you guys. And if I'm not doing a lot, maybe I'll do like 5, get some bingo in. But yeah, I'm going to stop stalling. I'm actually going to call it here. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Remember to join the Discord, everyone who hasn't done that already. Goodbye. Everyone say goodbye. Smart device don't need to. This would be funny. It was not. All right. See you guys.